All right. Says I'm live. If you guys can hear me, please let me know. Hopefully, I remember how to do this. It has been a long time, but it's going to be back. Kind of like I said in the preview video, not the official start to the season, but this should be a fun race watching the heats as of right now. I got the one monitor, got the race on. The other one, I'll be talking to you guys. So if you guys can just let me know you can hear me, and we'll be good to go here. Let me just pull up the race, and hopefully I remember how to do this because it's been a while. But I do appreciate everyone that's here. Probably won't be as big of a crowd as normal because, you know, it's just the expedition race. But I do appreciate everyone being here on their Sunday. Let's see. Okay. All right. You guys can hear me? Awesome. All right. Didn't forget how to set it up. I have a new setup now, so I was hoping I didn't screw it up too bad. But yeah, the Clash is looking pretty fun right now. I'm enjoying the heat races. Maybe they can pass a little bit better than what I expected, which is going to be fun. So. And if I miss anything important, because I can't have the audio on because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike, so you guys can let me know in the chat. But we're not really here breaking down too much, just kind of reacting to what we see in the heat races. I'm going to be updating projections and stuff as we talk through this. And if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. So I was looking for a good time, but I'll let you guys say hellos. And let's see. What's up, Kat? Yeah, we are back. Let's do it. Looking forward to another good season. I'm hoping this year, since we have a lot of data to work with from the next-gen car last year, because last season we were kind of thrown into the dark because we didn't really know what to expect with the next-gen car, but at least we have data now to work with. The teams have had a year to work with it, so hoping things go a little bit more smooth. What's up, Rick? Says that was some good racing CP. I've seen some guys that really like a 4-year contest. Yeah, if you're talking about one of the heat races, the racing has been good so far, and I will tell you right now, a lot, and I mean a lot, has changed since that preview video. If you guys watched it, that I posted, what was it, yesterday? I was all over Joey and them. As of right now, not looking like that's going to be the case. Truex looks amazing. It looks like he's going to have the car to beat. He rocketed through, and was that the second heat race? Looks really good. Eric Almirola got the pole over Justin Haley, which was kind of a surprise, but his long run speeds looked pretty trash. So, yeah, a lot of things are changing. So those of you who are here are going to get the most up-to-date info possible. What's up, Rick? Nice to see you here. What's up, Jeerd? Got my man Bull there, rocking the wrench these days. Also, I forgot to mention in the video, if you guys want to get in the NASCAR contest, Bull, also Brandon in the chat, he's got a wrench. He can probably drop you the link somewhere. I don't know how many people are in it now, but I think there is still some spots left for sure. What's up, Geb? What's up, Poker? Cheers says we need the GOAT. I am here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Cohiba says, no Danica, no cash. Yeah. I think the one, when I first started playing NASCAR DFS, I think she had like one good Daytona race where I think she was optimal, but I don't remember it that much. Got my man Andy here, another fellow wrench. Appreciate you. Oh, I got a dono from, let's see, got my man Eric there saying go Birds. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Eric's in my Discord, and he posts Eagles propaganda every day, all day, and we all hate him for it, but we let it slide because we like Eric. But I do appreciate the dono. Do appreciate it. I'm sorry your man Bell kind of screwed it up in the heat race. Looking a little rough there. SN says NASCAR is back. This is the year of Ty Gibbs. Could be. Not a hot start. Well, I guess it is kind of a hot start for Gibbs because he caught on fire. But he looked good in practice and stuff, but we'll see. Again, since the audio, I do not have that on. Did that final heat race just end? Because I got to upload stuff in the I'll get to it. Well, I got a man Dona from Josh, also known as Hawk, and I do want to give a shout out. Oh, I was going to shout it out either way, but I'm not reading it. So if you guys don't know Hawk or Josh, he runs MMA Mobsters on YouTube. Forgive me, I do not know much about UFC, but Pat, can't pronounce the last name there, but it's a podcast with him, and I watch it, and I enjoy it, so you guys should check it out. But I do appreciate the dono, Hawk, and I know you're covering me for the drafters. Best both thing there, but I do appreciate you remembering. But yeah, check that out if you haven't. I do enjoy it, and I don't know anything about UFC. See, I got my man C. Austin here. What are we looking at for? I'm going to have to block you. I know what you're doing. Anyone starting 30 on and back? Queba says, anybody think Kyle will give Gibbs a big... He could. I'm excited to see... I'm not sure why that reminded me, but you know, I was just watching Kyle in the 8 car, and it keeps throwing me off. I keep thinking it's Reddick, and it's not, and I keep thinking, oh, Kyle Gibbs looks great. All the Toyotas look so good. I'm like, wait, he's not on Toyota anymore. It's just weird. It's gonna take a while to get used to, for sure. Got looks like a super sticker here. A hippo, a hippo, appreciate that. It says hype, yeah, I agree. I'm all for it. I'm really going to enjoy the Clash tonight, I think. Well, until my guys wreck out. But right now, it looks like it's going to be a fun race. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far in the heats, for sure. But I do appreciate the super sticker. Thank you very much. Another super sticker. Jeez, you guys are killing me. In a good way. Thank you. From Cohete, appreciate that, man. 20 bucks. Definitely do not have to do that, but I'm very thankful you guys are here. Appreciate you. I enjoy doing content for other sports, but NASCAR, I mean, you guys are way cooler than everybody else. No offense. You guys are great. Andre's got my loud and clear. Always on point with that. What's up, Mr. Miyagi? What's up, Keith? Sounding good here in New York? Glad you're here, Timothy. Appreciate you. Hopefully I'm not missing too much here. Let's see. I need to check the qualifying, or how that heat race went, because I was busy saying hi to you guys. Let's see. My Bob bot in Discord's always going nutty. Okay, so from the fourth heat, Byron won that. Good. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet on Twitter, but Byron's really popping off in the model. But that's going to change a little bit since how qualifying went, and the odds are going to shift, which I don't think DraftKings will have odds until, I don't know, maybe around 7. So let's see, Byron, Wallace, which Bubba was great in practice. That's not surprising. Chastain, Priest, and Jones. Okay. Not really surprised about anything there. Bell's guaranteed the last spot because of the points, or at the very least. Okay. I'll get those in. Again, though, I do appreciate the donuts, guys. That was very nice of you. Also, I did create a free Discord chat this year. Now, I can't promise to be in that one as much as my premium one, obviously. I think you guys will understand that. But I can try to drop the link. If you guys want to join it, just pop in. If you ever have any questions when I'm not doing a live stream, or if you just don't want to, if you feel like you're bugging me on Twitter or something, you can just shoot me a message on the Discord. You can certainly do that. I will send an invite link if anyone wants to join. I think you can put a Discord link on YouTube. I wouldn't think that's a problem, but I guess you never know. I'll just drop that there if you guys ever want to join. Let's see. Baldy says it's been a while since the end of August. I know. It's been a long time. I usually stop the streams when football starts, so definitely been a while. But I love the streams with you guys. It's always fun. I got another dono from my man Clint. We back, all Harvick, all season, old man season. It's his last year. You never know. Hopefully it goes out with a bang. I like Harvick, and he's cheap on DraftKings every single week and on FanDuel, so it seems like I play him a lot. I know he's cheap this week. I'll see what the projections say, but yeah, he had a fun heat race. he was bumping and banging people and just edged out Chase Elliott there, which was really cool. But again, appreciate the dono, Clint. Don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Jake says NASCAR is back. Sure is, man. Sure is. What's up, Tony? What is up? Got my man Tito here, also known as Chandler. Let's go, Truex. Yeah, your boy Truex is looking really good. I feel like he mailed this race in last year, but I don't know what it is, but he's looking really good. Looks like he's got the car to beat, honestly. Got my man Hunter there. Says, yo, Christopher. Forgot the R there. I'll let it slide. What's up? What we got? Again, if I miss a message from you, you can send it again. Sometimes I just miss one. Clint says, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button if you haven't yet already. Helps me out. Helps me out. Good to see you as well, Rick. Good to see you. I miss you guys. I love doing these every single week. Unfortunately, we have to take the week off next week, but we got the Super Bowl, so that'll keep us busy at least. What's up, Obi? Luke says, this is fun stuff. Yeah, I'm enjoying the races so far. So we got, just looked on the screen there, we got last chance qualifying race number 1, McDowell and Bell in the front row. My stream's a little bit behind, but I'm just going to take a look here and there. It looks like McDowell cleared there at the beginning. Okay, so let's get this money. Let's do it. Let's do it. Jeffrey says, Ross the boss this year. I'm here for it. Ross won me money last year and he lost me money a lot. He was very up or down. He ran well just about every single week, but consistency, it wasn't his fault. A lot of bad luck, but it is what it is. Minnie says, Bubba humming on that last qualifier. Yeah, I didn't get to see it, but guess he got P2, which doesn't surprise me. What's up, Kane? Galvin says, sup, CP. What's up, Galvin? Obi says, Crash Fest this slate? I hope not. It's just going to be a lot of bumping and banging. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of spinners. I mean, these guys are going to be all over each other. I mean, we had 23 cars last year. Now we got 27 this season. It's going to be a lap traffic galore for sure. Third Long says, first timer. What's up, man? Hopefully stick around all season long. We like to have fun here. You know, these live streams are never really too serious. Just a fun way to interact with you guys, answer questions, and, you know, pretty much that's it. And once these are over, I'm going to be updating the stuff on Patreon, which had a lot of people join over the weekend. So I do appreciate you guys coming back, but lots of content over there. And I did, you know, revamp some stuff. So excited about that. Revamping the model, or doing the models while I'm on here talking to you guys. And John says that cup is bigger than your head. I just ate dinner, John, so I'm staying prepared and being hydrated. I don't want to cough all over you guys. What's up, Nick? He's dabbing me. I'll dab back. Jason says, what's up, Chris? Let's have another awesome season. Let's do it, Jason. Let's do it. I'm liking the way this slate's shaping up so far. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to play a ton of Truex. I haven't ran anything, but I just know the model's going to love him. And he's $7,300. I mean, how can you pass that up, especially with how fast he looked in that second heat race? Wouldn't be surprised at all if he takes the lead early on from Eric Almirola. And plus, Truex was like, what, P1, P2 in practice? Something like that, so. It's not like the speed came out of nowhere. I mean, he just qualified poorly because, you know, they had like that TV break and then the track got super slick and him and Blaney kind of got screwed. Both guys got fast cars though. Cohiba says, Swales, where's Cats? He's talking to me. I'm lost on that one. I'm sorry. Hippo says, I like bearded version of you better. Yeah, you know, we kind of got a thing going here. I don't like the baby face. I don't do that anymore. So this is usually about the length now. What's up, Will? What's up, man? Baldy says, Eric on the pole, how much do you expect to have? So I'll be honest with you guys. Usually at 150 max and stuff, I'm only doing single entry. And that's only because I'm doing a lot of content and it's just a time crunch. So I don't want to screw myself over. Because I think last year during the Clash, I forgot to upload my FanDuel CSV. So I'm just doing single entries. So FanDuel, DraftKings, and then save me a little bit of stress. But because I got to update all the projections and stuff. But I don't think I'm going to play Eric. I don't set that in stone yet. Because if he fits like last piece, I know he's really cheap. So if he fits like last piece, sure, I might throw him in there. But I'm not making it a priority, I don't think. Because I think Truex can get the lead pretty quick. Yeah, there's like a lot of braking as well, which, I mean, obviously, if you're watching this, it's such a small track. So, what's up, Cameron? What's up, man? Nice to see you. You've been coming around here for a long time, I know that. Bull says, currently 132 people in the YouTube contest. If you played last year, you should have an invite already. Yeah, so we have the league. I think there's like 500 people in the league. If you want to join that, we get that close to filled at least, which... You guys killed it. I think we had like 100 people almost the first day. Chris says, what's the cash strategy? It's going to fully depend on how this entire lineup's going to look like. But I'll tell you right now, if you're playing cash, you're probably going to want Truex starting in, second? He's going to be like the main guy people are going to flock to dominate just because of how strong he looked. He's super fast and he's cheap. After that, there's going to be some decent place differential plays. But once I see the full order, because I don't know what it is exactly yet, we'll kind of talk about that a little more. But I just glanced over at the thing. Bell's in P4. It's concerning. Is he not trying? I thought Bell would be a lot better than this. I mean, it looks like he's trying here. He's right on Gillen's bumper. But, geez, Bell's not looking that great at all. Which is kind of surprising. I see my mom's here. What's up, Mom? Hi, NASCAR fans. Let's go Logano. Still a fan. Have a good live chat. Appreciate you stopping by. I know you have no idea what I'm talking about, but thank you for being here. What's up, Spreader, my other wrench man? Let's win some money, says PJ. Let's do it. Let's do it. Rowdy says, Chris, smash the like, folks. Yeah, let's do it. Smash the like, helps me out. Oh, Bell got P3, I see. That's good. So Bell's going to... I forgot it was 50 laps. I saw lap 25, thought it was over. Nope, only halfway. Godspeed, Chris. Thank you, Cohiba. Spread says Miss Diana Goat's mom. Yeah, that's her. That is her. What's up, Paper? A.K.A. Luis, or Lewis. However, how to pronounce that. Good to have you back. Buddy says Gibbs won't even make the field. Yeah, we'll see. Well, we're getting 9 guys kicked out of here at the end. Eric says go Birds again. Let's see. I am way behind. Goodness gracious. But you guys know I like to get everybody. I don't want to skip around too much. Where are we at? Anthony says, welcome back, Chris. Looking good. Fort Myers family. You know what, Anthony? Hopefully you fared well in the hurricane. Because we were doing live streams during the hurricane. Yeah, we got blasted right in Fort Myers. Direct hit. So hopefully all is well with you over there. Whichever part you're in. We're not too far from the river, but we didn't really get too much water. Sean says back for another year in the weekly Blaney pick. Just kidding, let's go. Yeah. So I was liking Blaney a lot heading into the weekend, but I still like him. He's a fine PD play. I just thought he was going to be a threat to dominate, which doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Yeah, I got you, Hawk. Gotcha. Eric says it's Rowdy season. Yeah, I like Rowdy a lot in that heat race. Him and Truex were definitely really strong. I have to check my qualifying sheet where he's actually starting, which I need to update that. Speaking of, on my qualifying tab. So Byron won heat 4, which puts him in. I don't remember where the other guys were. Hold on. Pull up the NASCAR thing. BobBot is very helpful in my Discord. He keeps everything going. Okay, so we got Byron, Bubba. Let me just type this in quick. I'm not ignoring you guys. So we got Bubba in 8th. Priest, which I'm so glad Custer's gone. So glad. And Eric Jones. Didn't Eric Jones start 16th last year? And he was like, he killed it at like 2% or something, 3%. He was like unowned. All right, got that in. So I got the first 19 spots, and then we'll have the qualifiers here. But just looking at it, so yeah, Logano and Blaney are going to offer some decent PD, 15th and 17th. We'll see though how they project out. Triple G says just got in. Any strategy for tonight? So basically, what you're going to want to do is basically just pick who you think is going to finish in the top 10 or top 5 preferably, but you're just basically looking for top 10 finishers, because let's just say, for example, a guy starts 26, like, yeah, they could have good PD upside, but depending on who it is, I don't know. But if they finish like 20th, there's just not that many spots to gain. It's not like they're starting in 40th. So you got to be careful with that. But I'm mainly just trying to get strong finishers for the most part. Obviously, we're going to have a few pretty good PD plays, which are going to stand out, but I'm just grabbing like a Dominator or 2 up top and then just jamming in guys I think finish well. But I have to see how these guys grade out after the order's all set. But I'll do that with y'all. Rocky says, tempting, but can't get carried away with Truex. They'll have the carnage I expect. Yeah, that's true as well. I mean, anybody and everybody can get bumped and banged and take a spin and kill your lineup early, so you got to be careful with that for sure. But I am playing single entry, and I'm pretty sure I'm playing Truex. Just going to hope he doesn't get slaughtered at some point. Hopefully it's not the Truex luck of last year. Runs really well, and then just bad things happen. Jared says today's Doms. Let me pull that qualifying order back up. Obviously, Almirola, he might lead some laps early on. I mean, probably will. But I think Truex will get him at some point. Truex, Hamlin, Byron. I'm going to assume those are going to be my 3 top Doms once things project out. Kyle Busch right there with him, starting in 6th. Those are like the main Doms, in my opinion. But he's also not in the first 2 rows, so it's going to be a little bit harder for Kyle Busch. So, I mean, for me, Truex, Hamlin, Byron be like the big dogs you'd expect. Jake says he's going to the 500. Awesome. Enjoy it. Hopefully there's no rain delay. I feel like there's a rain delay every year. What's up, Earl? I'm glad we fixed your Discord yesterday. Koiba says, I challenge all to send money to Chris. I wouldn't stop you. I'll tell you that. Izzy says, Byron dominated Heat 4. Is that a Byron logo I see? I'll tell you right now, Izzy, I do like Byron today for sure. So I'm with you. He's in DraftKings. He's what, 84? 84, I think. It's cheap. Gonna be a lot of bumping and grinding for sure. For sure. Harris says, you like this race? I think I will. I guess I don't know yet, but from what I've seen on the Heat races so far, the racing's been pretty solid. I just saw that this one ended, so we have McDowell, Bell, and Gilliland. Let me get those in before I forget. Thank goodness Keselowski and Busch didn't. RFK sucks at the Heat race. So they sucked last year at the Clash, and I feel like I'm missing somebody. I should have 20 spots and I only have 19. I screwed something up. But 21, 23, 25, so that's Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell. Oh, who am I missing? Who was the last guy? That Gillen? I can't read. I guess it's going to tell me in a second. Yeah, Gillen. The card was throwing me off. Gillen was really fast in practice. All right, so we only have a few spots. I'm missing somebody. I forgot somebody. I don't know who it is. Wait, who did I miss? Sorry. So we got Byron, Bubba, Priest. Who was after Priest? Jones. Oh, I forgot Ross. Okay. That's who it was. All right, easy fix. I was going to say, I'm missing somebody. Oh, I got a dono from a man Tito. Always appreciate that. McDowell, Bell, and Gillen make it through the first second. Thank you, Tito. I wish I would have looked at that instead of looking at the freaking screen the whole time. Thank you. Let's see. Bodie says Bell in the main event per Bob. You can always count on Bob. Who are your top 5 plays so far? Not sure yet. I got it on the projections. Truex is going to be up there. Bell is going to be in the back-ish. So I assume he's going to project well. He's just too good at short flat tracks. But I'll let you know after that. I don't want to just say random names. What's up, Rick? See some good drivers to pick for tonight's DFS action? For sure. Definitely going to be several. Definitely going to be several. Rocky says Wallace passed Chastain. Made a note of that. Thank you, Rocky. Couldn't watch that one, so I do appreciate the note. Yeah, Toyota just looks good in general. I think they might have this race down. Got my girlfriend here, Juliana, says hi, handsome. Appreciate it. Excited for NASCAR to be back. Good luck, everyone. Thank you. Always got to have our queen here. Effie says, spready with the wrench. You know it. He likes flexing that wrench for sure. Hunter telling Jules hi. You don't see that every day. He's a little scared of her. Jules Julio. That's a Warzone joke. Mo says Harvick priced right above Truex. Yeah, they're both pretty cheap. Harvick had a great move in that Heat race for sure. Pugsley says, hey Chris, let's get ready for a new season. Yeah. I've been excited. I've been waiting finally for the Clash to start. It's crazy. It's in an hour and a half, or I guess 2 hours really. Can't believe it's finally here. I'm glad it's a short off season and we go just about all year almost. So can't complain, I guess. See, Austin says this is not Julio. Pugsley says I went with Bell, Bowman, Byron, Busch, Hamlin, Truex. It's crazy the teams we can make this week. It really is. Like, we should not be able to make that team. It's insane. Could Kuba says, donate, donate, donate. Let's help Chris. Let's help support Chris as his hot girlfriend can't be cheating. That's funny. That was funny. I laughed. I think Julio's ready for some Warzone. Suarez seems sneaky today. Could be. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on much Suarez. He wasn't too impressive in that one. Plus the short flats, weren't really grading out too well for him, especially from last season. But we'll see. Rick says, I'm a Chastain fan, but I think Reddick is hungry. I'm excited to see what Reddick can do in the 45 card this year. It's going to be fun. Greg says, Vroom, NASCAR is back. You know it. You know it, G Black. Yeah, me too, Kane. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it. What's up, Jim? Hey, the best 6 place for the race today? I don't know yet. I don't know the best 6 yet. Demetrius says, any good prize picks? Did they post any prize picks? Last time I looked, they did not. Let me see. Yeah, I got some. So they're just doing fantasy score, which that's not NASCAR points, right? Fantasy score. Just double checking because I got mixed up on one last year. Yeah, I guess this is the fantasy score. I mean, if you think Truex dominates, 47.5 is pretty low. Byron's pretty low at 34.5. Again, I'll have to run projections. Haley at 42.5 is a bit steep. If this is like DraftKings scoring, which I think it is, I don't think they changed it. I'm just surprised they have it out before qualifying is over. 42.5 is like really high for Haley. I think they have him on the poll, so I would take the under on Haley at 42.5. If that's DK scoring, I mean, no way I'm gonna have him at 42.5. It's way too high. So. Yeah, that's a bad number right there. Thank you for pointing that out for me. We have about, I just looked at the thing. We have about 300 people here for the Clash. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. I see the last chance qualifying is just about to start. We have Elliott and Gibbs in the front row. I mean, Elliott should get in on this one. I know we have the points thing at the end to get the last guy in. But I think Dinger will make this fun. We know him and Briscoe had a little thing going on in practice yesterday. Milton says Byron and Truex all day tonight. I can get behind that. I mean, Truex, he looks awesome. Byron should be pretty good as well. Byron, if I have a new like betting thing, I can't bet in Florida, which sucks, but I know a lot of you do, so I wanted to have that info handy. And Byron was a great value, I think earlier, like plus 1,200, I think that's what he was. Rowdy gonna win tonight, says Eric. It wouldn't surprise me. He looked really good, but Truex looked a little bit better. Ty Shep says, what's up? What's up, man? What's up? Sticker Tire says, yeah, Seabell is probably gonna be a pass for me. It's sad too, isn't it? I expected some really good things from him and just did not look that good. I know he's gonna offer some PD, but I'm just kind of scared he's gonna be one of those guys that just runs like 15th or something, which is not gonna be good enough. Oh my gosh. I just saw some bumping him. I just looked really quick on lap 2 and I saw some stuff going on there. Ty Gibbs and Dinger battling. P2, looks like Dinger got P2 from Ty Gibbs. And he gave him we'll see how that plays out. Let's see, where we at? EJ says favorite play so far? I'm thinking Truex right now. Just the price is way too low. Even if he didn't dominate, I mean, we're talking about, what, $7,300 for Truex? I mean, it's way too low. Yeah, it looks like Dinger pulled away from Gibbs a little bit there. And last time I checked, I don't even think Cody Ware was on the DraftKings slate, so just be nice if he doesn't make it. Don't have to worry about that. But yeah, BJ is just mowing the grass back there, so I think we can pencil him out. Triple G says traffic jam. Yeah, we're going to have a traffic jam all night there, which is fine because that represents LA well. Did Gibbs get Dinger back? Some good racing right now. Yeah, Dinger got ahead of Gibbs got ahead of Dinger there. Feel like that might not end well. We'll see. Coach says these donuts part of my coach promo campaign. So he's Coach Siasen started a fake promo in my Discord chat earlier, so we're gonna have to discuss how that's gonna work. Wumbo says, how's Almirola looking? I mean, he's good at short flats and he's on the pole, which, if let's say Almirola leads 20 laps and he finishes top 8, that's not bad. I wouldn't expect him to win though. I think there's much better cars behind him. I mean, he's gonna have Hamlin, Truex, Kyle Busch, William Byron breathing down his neck. It's going to be tough, and they're going to hit lap traffic at some point, and we'll see what I have him projected for, but, I mean, he's cheap. Spread says, take a second, go like the vid. Yeah, if you could do that, would appreciate it. Rocky says, with all the Truex, do you expect to leave a lot of salary on the table? Not sure yet. I know the pricing is very soft. So we'll see. But I'm probably going to try to jam in some studs up top. So I don't think I'm going to leave too much money on the table because I don't think the cheap plays are going to be that necessary, We'll see, though. I mean, if I can get the projections and stuff done quickly, I can maybe just try to, hand build with you guys. I'm not sure if I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to promise anything. PJ says, top 3 drivers you like tonight? It's tough again without the projections done yet. Because I'm a numbers heavy guy, but we're just looking at what I know for the qualifying right now. I mean, I like Truex a lot. I think Danny and Byron are like 8K something, right? Let me check. I know it's 234, but that's so cheap. Yeah, Hamlin's 86, Byron's 84, and Truex is 73. That's tough because I feel like some of these PD plays are going to be really good, but man, that's tough to pass up because they could honestly all finish in the top 3. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know what the projections say. Elliott, though, Elliott's going to offer us some PD, and we know he's good at short flats. I'm not too impressed with the speed he's shown so far this weekend, but, if there's going to be some carnage, it's just, auto PD spots. What's up, Matt? Jeffrey says, Blaney and the Guardians both get the ship this year. I hope, Cleveland was, for the team they have, they just keep winning, whatever it is. But they always surprise me every year because I did not expect anything last season, and when they just continue to win games. But I'd be here for both. That'd be awesome. Alan says Byron. Yeah, I like Byron. Sniper Kitty says Bell sucks. Yeah, he did not look very impressive at all. He did not. Appreciate the update spread. I'm 20 minutes behind. So Gibbs is still in front of Dinger, but they're all under a blanket within a second of Elliott, so he's not really pulling away. But those are clearly the top 3 cars in that qualifier there. Stanos and Cindric aren't even. Cindric's 6 seconds behind. Anthony says my lineups are coming up heavy on the Dinger. What are your thoughts? Assuming he doesn't wreck out here, he's going to offer you some pretty good PD, and this is a good track type for him with braking and stuff, so I don't mind that. Him and Ty Gibbs are... Oh, that was BJ McLeod that time. But yeah, him and Ty Gibbs are having quite the battle. It looks like Gibbs pulled away a little bit. 0.6 ahead on my screen, but I'm way behind, so... T. Wilder says, boss going for the homeless haircut. Yeah, you know it. Although I got some donos now, so I can at least maybe afford to do my hair now. Triple says, look, they driving around the block. Yeah, we're getting 60, 70 miles per hour out of these guys. Where's the goth girls? Monty says, let's go Truex. I think it's just got a donut from Man Spread. Appreciate it. Jeez. Thank you for the dono, man. My man Spread always comes through with that. Your shirt has a lot of space for a Blaney logo. Number 2. Yep, Spread's the number 2. But yeah, I know. I got the plain shirt on today. I should have done something. Should have put the Blaney shirt on, but just going plain Jane today. But appreciate the dono Spread. I do. Kevin says, just renewed my Patreon membership. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much. Ready for another year of NASCAR DFS with the GOAT? Let's go. Let's do it. Should be fun. I'll have this stuff updated by it's 6:30 right now. It'll be updated soon. I'll have we're about to know the last chance qualifier here I got 20 laps left on my screen. So just make sure you update it or refresh, and I'll maybe drop a here tag in Discord to let you guys know when it's fully updated. Don't think I'm gonna have time for the article. I did put a preview up, but I mean, just the time crunch is not gonna be. But you guys will know what the projections are like and stuff. The Pope says, Chris, I'm unretiring from NASCAR. Well, welcome back, Pope. People ask about you in the Discord still. You're a known legend around there. I'm glad you're back. Cameron says, I finally joined your Patreon this year. I saw that, Cameron. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Make sure you're in the Discord as well. It's crazy in the NASCAR chat. Just nonstop. I think we had like 20 people in voice earlier watching the heats. Boss only lets them out for tier 4 subs. Dwayne says, Chris, what's a core for GPP on DraftKings? Well, I don't know the full order yet. If I'm playing tournaments, though, I know fading Truex would be terrifying just because he's so cheap. But, I mean, maybe if you forego some of these PD plays and they kind of load up on like Hamlin and Byron, hoping they're a little bit lower owned just because they're starting closer to the front, you could, but I have to do ownership projections and stuff still. So, you know, I hate to not answer your questions as good as I normally can, but things are happening like as we speak, so I don't have all the numbers in front of me. But right now, I mean, I like Truex a lot, obviously. I like Hamlin, I like Byron, Kyle Busch. Elliott's going to be a big PD play, but there might, could be leverage in fading that. But as far as Dinger, so Dinger's going to be starting pretty far back, and I actually don't think that's a bad play. Yeah, I got 13 laps to go here. Gibbs 0.2 behind Elliott. Dinger's still a second behind, but I mean, they're so far ahead of the other guys. So I think that's pretty much locked in. And then I don't know who's left for points because Elliott and Bell are in. I'm not sure. Mighty Saint says, thank you in advance, Chris, for the amazing info to come this year. Appreciate that. Hopefully we can have a good season together for sure. And again, I'm usually able to answer questions a lot better here because I have all the data from the night before, but this is happening as we speak, so I haven't ran anything yet. But been watching you from the beginning when you was doing content. Can't believe that. Yeah, back in college, just a few years ago, I was making some videos in my car. So that's awesome. Thank you for sticking around so long. I think we've upgraded a little bit, which is good. Appreciate you, Cohiba. I do. Anthony says, South Cape Core, lots of work here to keep us busy right now. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, that's not too far away at all. It's right there. Across the bridge. Ryan says, hey, Chris, what's up, man? Late to the show. Who were the cash plays today or the core? Not 100% sure yet, but I mean, Truex is going to be in the cash core. I imagine it's just too cheap, starting close to the front. I feel like a lot of people are going to play Elliott with this PD upside he's got. Dinger will probably be pretty popular. He's going to be starting just about dead last. We'll see, though. I got like 5 laps left, I think. Yeah, 5 laps. Elliott's led every single one. I mean, this is obviously a very weak field, though, and Gibbs is actually right on his bumper right now as we speak. Man, I must be way behind. I am seeing Bell updates still. So, what is 27th place finish then? It's first in points that's remaining, which I honestly don't know who that is at the moment. Don't forget to take a second, like and subscribe. Yeah, it's always a good reminder. Joe says, why does the clash format have to be so confusing? You know, once you're running over a few times, it doesn't get too bad. But I know what you mean. I had to practice it. Gibbs might take the lead there, to be honest. Final lap. Did he? Nope, not enough. All right, so Elliott Gibbs Dinger there. Fill that in. Then I got to fix my Ross Chastain mistake because he's currently not existing. And then hopefully we can get some odds from DraftKings soon. So we got Chase Elliott in 22nd, Ty Gibbs in 24th, and AJ Allmendinger in 26th. Who's the points guy? Who's left? I'm sure Bob will let me know. Cindric? No, that's right. Okay, plug that in. I might have to scroll down to the bottom of the chat, to be honest, just so I'm not answering questions about what's going on then. So, just gotta move everyone down one for that. Eric Jones. Ryan Priest. And then Ross Chastain. I think this is the correct order. Should be. So, let's see. Who are our cuts? All right, we lost BK, thankfully. Good riddance to Buscher. See ya, Harry. No more Stenhouse, thank goodness. No Dylan, Ty that is, and then LaJoy, McLeod, and Yaley all getting the boot. Okay. Which I'm okay with. All right, I'm gonna scroll down. If I miss anything super important, you can let me know. Slate Breaker says, "Who's your two faves tonight?" Let me check the projections here. I wonder if DK posted any new odds yet. Nope, still just seeing the 500. So let's see. Looking at the qualifying order, we can at least talk about this a little bit. So in the upper tier guys, Bell starting 23rd, Elliott in 22nd. I definitely think they're going to have some decent ownership starting in the back almost. I mean, two big names and two guys that are fine at short flats. Both weren't super impressive in practice, but the Toyotas are pretty strong in general, which, man, yeah, Elliott versus Bell is kind of tough there. I feel like might lean towards Bell. Let me check and see. We have 340 people in here for the Clash? You guys are nuts. I thought we were going to get like 60. Appreciate you being here. Sorry, I'm usually more prepared for this, but you can't be prepared for something that just ended, so do my best there. Let me see. I'm just looking down the list here because AK, we got Chastain in 12th, Hamlin in 3rd, Byron in 4th, Reddick in 11th. Hamlin and Byron stand out to me right there. I think they can definitely be lap leaders, potential ones at that. 7K range, we got Harvick in 18th. That's decent PD for his price. Truex at 7,300 in 2nd. I think everyone's going to view him as the top potential Dom, and that's just way too cheap. I know his odds before this were 1,500. I think we see him potentially be the favorite now after that, once DK updates their odds. I think he could definitely potentially be the favorite. Briscoe in 7th, super strong in practice. Might be a sneaky play in tournaments there. Yeah, Briscoe might be a good play for tournaments for those of you playing those and not cash games, because I think this is a track that suits him well and starting in 7th. So I'm not sure if I'll make my single entry build, but I do have interest there. 6K range, we got Bowman in 5th. He's fine. Bubba in 8th. I think people will play him based off of practice speeds. I mean, he was first in all the long run numbers. Bubba's definitely a good tournament play. People don't want to go there because he doesn't offer a ton of PD, because right below him, you have Suarez and Jones starting in 19th and 20th. Suarez was faster in practice. Jones sucked. He was in the 30s in the long run. I know he did well at the Clash last year, but honestly, I might just rather play a guy like Bubba over Eric Jones. Just a lot more speed, and Eric Jones I could see being a guy that could kind of stuck right around where he starts. Priest in 16th. Hopefully these are correct. I did this by myself. I'm sure we'll get an official order in a second. I'm rolling the poll at $5,900. That's, it's tough because I mean he's right in front of Byron, Hamlin, Truex. That's going to be tough to hold those guys back. And once he gets past, I mean, I don't really think he's going to hold those spots. Dinger in 26. I like that as a cheap PD play. He's definitely safer than Almirola. Dylan in 10th, Cindric in last. Cindric sucked though. He really didn't practice. Like, pulling up his numbers, he was in the 30s in just about every single one. Gregson in 13th, Haley in 9th. The only reason I liked Haley at all was just because he was going to be on the pole, I thought. Obviously that didn't happen. Gibson 24th, I think people will go there. McDowell 21st, Gillen in 25th. Okay. So I looked at that. I will have stuff running in the background as far as projections are concerned. I'm going to be waiting on some DK odds here because I do input those. But if you have any questions, we can try to fire away. I got to delete the guys that aren't racing though. Let me filter that out. But if you have any questions, yeah, I don't think DK's stuff's updated yet, so do not take those starting positions. Or is it? Yeah, okay, so Notorious said DK still has Truex starting 22nd. Could be an edge for us if they don't update those until like 7:30. Because I don't think they're going to be too quick with it. Ryan says, Chris, what was the Heat 2 top 5 results? Let me try to remember. Was it Truex, Busch? What was it? So Truex, Busch. Was it Dylan? Or was Reddick in that one? I probably should have kept track of who was in which heat. Someone can help me. Let me check Bob's Twitter, make sure he can't post anything. This is going to be a fun time crunch. That's for sure. Yeah, it was Austin Dillon, and then Kyle Larson, and Harvick, I believe. Sean says DK odds are up. Thank you, Sean. Let's check. My prediction was Truex being the favorite. We'll see. Okay, so DK's got Kyle Busch and Hamlin as the two favorites. Then Truex is right there with him at plus 800. And then Byron fourth. Basically, the top four I said are going to be the top perceived dominators in my opinion. And then after that, there's kind of a gap with Logano, Larson, Bell dropped a lot. Bell was the favorite at plus 750. He's now at plus 1500. Almirola's up to plus 1500. Kyle Busch is plus 700, not 750. So I guess Busch is the favorite. All right, let me grab these, input them, just so we can get some projections going. The only bad part about the Clash is you have to do everything on the fly, and it's not a normal format. All right. I did think Truex was going to be the favorite, though. Greg says he just renewed his Patreon. Appreciate that, man. I'm going to have everything updated soon. That's why I can't be on here too long. Any locks, as the Dom says, Brian? Right now, my favorites, probably in order, is going to be like Truex, Hamlin, Byron, Busch as far as who's going to dominate. I think that's what it is. Again, if I miss your question, you can re-ask it. I'm doing like 4 things at once at the moment. It's usually not like this, I promise. You said Busch killed you a lot last year? Yeah, man. Busch ran really well last year, but so much bad luck. So much bad luck. Engines dropping and sucks. Gibbs cash viable? Oh, what a surprise. Zan's asking about Gibbs. Yeah, probably. I'm running my stuff now. I don't think Gibbs is going to be a bad play. Just deleting the guys that didn't make it out. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, I'm gonna try to pull up a hand build thing, see what we can come up with. Clay says McDonald's fastest Chick-fil-A service tonight, boys. I hear that's pretty good. I haven't really been to Chick-fil-A's, but I know their service, all the memes about that. Clay says Gigi Yaley was pushing 80+ mph out of third corner. Might be a solid fifth man. Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah, Cindric advanced some points. He's going to be starting dead last. It says, you guys think DK will update pole spots before the race starts? They probably will be, but they're usually pretty slow, especially on the DFS side of things. The odds are up now, but I'm not sure how quick they'll update with DFS. Anthony says, I'm so confused. I know, there's a lot going on. Tito says, worried about people starting DFL going a lap down. Yeah, people are going to go lap down for sure. Which is another reason why starting position, will be important. Because, laps are going to be down pretty quick. What do I think of AA? I just think he's going to get passed early on. I have a hard time seeing him hold off those big guys. And if there's carnage or he gets spun, I don't know. Seems a little risky. If you think AA can stick out there for 20 laps, lead those 20 laps, and then finish within the top 10, that's not bad at his price point. But you're also hoping that a guy like Dinger or Ty Gibbs that are in the similar price range, that they just don't crush on PD. Because if there's carnage and they end up being in the top 15 per se, they have a much safer floor. But they're also at risk of going laps down because they're starting in the back. And this is a very small track and we have 27 cars. I saw Gwen Stefani being talked about, and I could only assume it was Eric talking. And what do you know, I was right. Jim says Chastain and Harvick. Harvick's looking like he's just kind of like middle of the road for me. So he's starting in 18th. That's not bad. So Harvick started 19th last year in the Clash, and I think he finished 10th. And I want to say he was in the optimal. I want to say if he finishes with like close to the top 10 at that price point, that's not a bad play. So I'm definitely not against Kevin Harvick. Chastain's odds are down to 2,500. Where's Logano at? Oh, Logano's 17th. Blaney is 15th. I don't mind the Blaney play at all. He was fast in practice. And we know he's really good at the short flats. Brett says Eric Jones or Austin Dillon. Forgive me, I have to look at where these guys are starting. So Dillon's in 10th. Eric Jones is in 20th. Ooh. I'm kind of tempted to say Austin Dillon, honestly. I know there's more PD with Jones, but man, this practice speed's not good. And Dillon finished P3 last year. I would probably, if it's tournaments, I'd go with Dillon, I think. Cut the check says, what webpage do we see the actual order? I'm not sure if it's on the NASCAR site yet. Maybe Bob tweeted it, but I was just doing it following the format and plug it in myself. Mr. Miyagi, it's going to be cut in half. So 75 laps, 2 stages. Easy says AA is for quitters. Jeff says FanDuel Cash, how many of plays? Oh, if you're playing FanDuel Cash, PD's not as important. Truex is only $9,500 over there. I feel like I'd be playing him in FanDuel Cash. Who else is kind of cheap over there? And Bell starting in 2030. Since laps that aren't as important over on FanDuel, I could see like guys like Bell, Elliott, and Logano being really popular, but Now, Truex at 9,500 on FanDuel is really cheap for a guy that you'd assume was going to be like a top 3, top 5 driver. Their pricing is like pretty flat for the most part. Probably not playing. I'd try to stay away from the scrubs on FanDuel just because, I mean, PD's not as important over there, and finishing position is way more important. DK move lock to 7:15. I'm assuming you mean for Central Time. Tito says 380 people watching and only 24 likes. It's probably not updated, Tito. I don't think that if there's 24 likes, we got a problem. But if you haven't already, would appreciate that. Thoughts on Justin Haley at 9? I don't like Haley personally. The practice speeds were terrible. I was only going to potentially play him because he was on the pole. That's not the case now, so I don't really expect much out of Justin Haley. Franklin said, again, if I missed your question, I'm sorry. I don't have much time, so I'm going to have to get off here actually soon. Is this a dominator slate or a placement? A little bit of both. I mean, you're going to want to nail the dominator too, but outside of that, it's going to be placement for the most part. But you're going to want at least one dom per lineup, at least one. They're well over 100 likes. You could always use more. Yeah, could always use more. Almirola on the pole, so he's a dom, leads 30 plus laps. That's the question. He's got some really tough competition right behind him. I'm not sure how long he's going to last out there. And there's no guarantee he leads the first laps. Like we saw last year where Kyle Busch was on the pole and Tyler Reddick was in second, and Tyler Reddick got the lead almost right away. So, still guarantee. And the cars behind him are definitely better. And once he loses the lead, I'm only going to assume he's going to fall back. I mean, if you're looking at practice, which, practice is not the end-all be-all. Joey sucked in practice last year. Wasn't great, I should say. And he obviously dominated and won. But Almirola, he was sitting fine in the 5 and 10 lap where he was 9th and 7th. But after that, we're talking about a guy in the teens and 20s. So, and yes, he will have, clean air to start, but it's such a small track. He's going to get in lap traffic. Like, he's going to get past at some point. FanDuel's got the order. Is it the real order? I know DK has a fake order up. PJ says build a lineup. Yeah, we can do that. Jared says Clash live stream more fun because Chris has to go full on Neo in the Matrix. Yeah, fun for you guys. I'm having a stressful time here. I still got to update a few things. I got some stuff running in the background, but I can try to hand build a lineup with you guys. So I'm on DK right now. They still have the old order up. I'm going to start with Truex. So if we plug Truex in, he's $7,300. We have 85 left. I am personally going to grab a few guys starting in the front. Oh man, this is tough. I want to play everybody up front. So you can fit in Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, William Byron. You're very front heavy. But get this, if you play Truex, Busch, Hamlin, and Byron, you still have over $8,000 left for your last 2 spots, which is crazy. So we could play like say you wanted to grab a PD guy and Christopher Bell, you still have just about $7,000 left if you wanted to grab like a Bubba or a Bowman. Like, I'm not saying to play this, but it's not a bad lineup. Like, you can play Truex, Busch, Hamlin, Byron, Bell, and Bowman. I mean, all those guys could finish in the top 10, and a few of those guys can certainly dominate. So you can pretty much play whatever you want. I need to run some numbers here and see who is popping here. So we got, I have to delete the guys that aren't in. But for one, I'm glad Stenhouse did not make it. So yeah, just some early projections here. I might make some tweaks, obviously, but right now, Blaney, Elliott, and Bell are some of the highest projected for me, which I don't think is too surprising because they're offering PD upside. But as far as the DOMs are concerned, Byron, Hamlin, Truex are the three that are popping the most, which again, I don't think that's too surprising. And then Harvick's around there, Logano. But I actually have Blaney, Elliott, and Bell grading out better than Logano at the moment. And then Kyle Busch is like a point behind Hamlin, Byron, and Bell, or in Truex, but he's just getting less Dominator points. And then some of the worst projected for me: Haley, Doug Gregson, Ryan Preece, Todd Gilliland's down there as well. Austin Dillon's not grading out too high, but you know, these projections are pretty like tight together. But these are not set in stone yet. I have to change a few things around. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the top three DOMs, it looks like for me, are going to be Truex, Hamlin, Byron, which, I mean, starting 2, 3, 4, so I think it makes sense for sure. What's up, Shady? Hey, Sunshine, what's up, man? Nice to see you here. Shoot, I don't want to get out of here because there's a lot of you people here, but I gotta update some stuff. Only got about an hour. I'll answer a few more questions if you guys have any, and then I'll get out of here. I hope you guys keep coming by every single week. Trust me, I'm a lot more prepared than normal. It's just normally, this is a cluster. There's so much going on here, but Larson in play. Larson's fine, but starting in 14th, I prefer Ryan Blaney a little bit better. He was more impressive in practice. So Larson's $9,500. I like Blaney better. I like Bell better. I even like Byron and Hamlin, those guys, a little bit better. They were cheaper. So he's okay, but I just think for who he's priced around, he's probably going to be he's probably going to be like the least liked guy out of the expensive bunch. I'd put him as a similar play as Joey Logano personally. Oliver's dad says favorite cash plays. In cash, I'm playing Truex. I'm probably taking one or two of guys like Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell just to get some PD in there. And then if you're looking for a cheap play, Dinger, Gibbs, if you need some pump plays, don't look bad. But yeah, I'm grabbing probably at least one or two of Blaney, Elliott, Bell, just to grab the PD. And then mix it, match it with some of the guys starting up front. 403 people here. I didn't expect it, but I appreciate it, guys. Don says I max entered. How raw is my butt gonna? It's probably gonna be rough, man. It's probably gonna be rough. We got an hour to build though, so I know you're in the Discord. We'll talk it through. I'll get these projections up and we can start to get in the lab. Austin Dillon thoughts. So he qualified kind of high in 10th. I think he's got the upside to kind of hang around there. But I'm also not really expecting it. I mean, his long run looked a lot better than what he was in the short run, which I think is going to fare well for him at least. Because if you're looking at the short run numbers for Austin Dillon, he was in the 20s. But as it progressed, like 20, 25, 30 lap, he went to 12, 8, and 10, which is a lot better than the 20s. So he might be a sneaky tournament play. And I know I said I like Dillon better than I think Jones in tournaments, which I don't think is a bad way to go. Ty Gibbs or Harvick on FanDuel? I'd probably go with Harvick. I just trust him more. And the PD's not as important over there. Jim says, am I playing Logano? I don't think I'm going to play Logano in my single entry. I don't think so. Code says, will DK change the start positions before the race? They should. But honestly, you probably don't want them to. Be an edge to you. But I'm sure they will at some point. I'm big on Haley. He's the homie. I played him last year in the Clash. It was going great until it wasn't. Thank you, Kyle Larson. What else we got? Jasper says, third year watching your NASCAR vids. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it. Chris says, yeah, cash plays. I think I covered that. Kind of. Sorry, it's a time crunch, guys. Got any $7,900 recommendations? $7,900 and under? I mean, I like everyone in the 7K range. Harvick's good. Harvick will probably be more cashy because he's starting 18th. But love Truex. And I think Briscoe's a really good tournament play in 7th. I do. I think he's going to have some speed. It's just he's a wild card, you know. He's a guy that can do really well or really bad. So you got to be careful. Minnie says there's another site that you've been with before. Have tried for 40 points. Another site. You mean like Stochastic? Or like another fantasy site that you have to play on? I think McDowell's a good cheapie, pretty good long run speed in practice. Yeah, I kind of overlooked McDowell. He's starting, what, 21st? Yeah, you're right. He did not have bad speed at all. 21st. That might be a good tournament play because I think a lot of people will play Ty Gibbs just because he's got a better name. So yeah, I don't mind that call in tournaments at all. It's not bad. Got a GPP core now. I guess usually my GPP is what my best leverage is in tournaments. I have not ran my sims yet. But if I had to guess, I'm thinking Briscoe, Hamlin, and Byron will grade out pretty well. Because there should be a lot of ownership going to the massive PD plays. Massive. I mean, it's not huge PD, but you know what I mean. Yeah, but guys starting mid-pack are definitely going to go overlooked. You know, so guys starting close to the front that had good speeds, like McDowell, Austin Doan in the long run was good, Chase Briscoe, Byron, Hamlin, Kyle Busch is starting 6th, and Bell and Elliott are going to offer a lot more PD, so they're going to be safer. I'm assuming they're going to be higher owned, so Busch isn't a bad pivot. Same with Ryan Blaney. I skipped Jimmy Johnson. What was your Jimmy Johnson question? Just me or Jimmy Johnson kind of looks like Negan from TWD. Just missing leather jack. You're not going to like this, but I don't know what that is. I don't. Trix is going to dominate this. Wouldn't be surprised. Definitely wouldn't. Thoughts on Bubba? Bubba's another guy for tournaments. I forgot to mention, super fast in practice. I don't mind that at all, starting in 8th. I think Bubba's probably a better play than Suarez and Jones. Yeah, no problem. See you there, Kawiba. Sniper says we only have the guys that quote in the sheets. Yeah, I'm going to filter them out. I'm on Excel right now, then I upload it to Google, so it's not updated yet. Sean, the $1 Million Man, says, can't wait to win tournaments today. Good luck finishing second to me and everyone. Well, at least I'm not short on the confidence. CBS Sports has the lineup. All right, so if you guys want the lineup, head over to CBS Sports if NASCAR did not. Truex is going to blow an engine? I hope not. What is PD? Sorry, first timer here. No problem at all. PD is place differential. So drivers get 1 point for every spot they gain or lose 1 point for every spot they lose. What about Jones? Sneaky? I don't think Jones scares me because his numbers suck, to be honest. So he kind of scares me, to be honest. Probably not playing him. I want to keep being here, guys, but I think I got to get off and do my job and update stuff. If you want the updated stuff, it'll be on the Patreon. Links down below or in the pinned comment usually. I think that's about it. I had fun with you all. We'll be more organized for the Daytona 500. We have the Millie Maker, so lots to be excited about there. Do appreciate everyone stopping by. I expected like 60 people. I guess we had 400. You guys rock. Thank you for all the donos. Again, if you have any questions, hit me up in Discord or whatever it may be, and I'll try to answer them, but I got to get this stuff done. But yeah, looking forward to a fun season with you all. It was a great first stream. Wish you all the best of luck, and let's just hope it's not a completely awful race. Let's hope it's fun, but let's hope there's not a ton of wrecks because it always tends to be my